Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I'm here literally every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have got epic troll slayers who've kept us safe for years. Thank you. And we have got a fantastic community because you have been so kind to each other and so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go. So you can pick and choose. You can always pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on a higher speed or whatnot. And my understanding is you need to watch the video for at least 3 minutes for it to count as a view. I suppose that's how that works. But anyway, I hope I'm bringing you enough content, enough good content to warrant you sticking around that long, or watching part of 3 minutes of the video somewhere. Anyway, okay, hello. Yes, happy kitty. Yep, I'm here every day, and we've got fresh arts, and we've got colors, and we've got each other, and we've got we go through we start up high. And then we go down and look at the icky news with friends, but then we come back up. And then after we've looked at the news and we've done the thing, we go on with our day. So there we go. So, oh, B. Smith says hello from Ireland. Did I see that correctly? I missed it. I'm sorry. Okay. Robert's asking how's Boo Boo? Boo Boo is right there. He's sleeping. So there we go. And trying to think what else. All right. Oops. Put that there. Is that too high? Too low? I guess that'll do. Okay. Hello. All right, so on today's episode, 7 articles of impeachment have been filed today against Trump. Amazon said it would put the amount of the tariffs next to the thing you want to buy, then walked it back when the White House balked. Also, Congress voted almost unanimously 409 to 2 Monday to make it a federal crime to post revenge intimate pictures, videos. Great. Awesome. And President Dumpster immediately tried to figure out how to use the law to his benefit, because no one's been treated worse than he has. We'll get there. Okay. Kathleen, thank you for keeping me company. Thanks. Hello from Edmonton, Alberta. Happy to have a stable government. What's that like? I'm happy for you. I really am. Okie dokie. So, we are going to get to, actually, where is my Canada question? Because I laughed out loud. I really did. Oh, Angie from Feisty Butterfly Tarot is in the chat. Hello. Do follow Feisty Butterfly Tarot. She's a sweetheart. Okay. Okay, let me move this one up. Because, did I laugh out loud? I mean, literally. So at like 4 minutes, 15 seconds, we'll say that. All right, so Claude was pointing out that Canada voted for the Liberal Party, 168 to the Conservatives, 144, but they still need to make a coalition with another minority party to ensure a true majority. The Bloc, is it Québécois? I'm sure I've just murdered that. but party that has 23 seats seem to be willing to help if necessary, as long as Quebec's interests are respected. Will this happen ensuring Canada is safe from the right and Trump? Oh, look at you. Look at you voting against the fascism in the world. Well done. Oh, Canadian Dry, thank you. Hooray for Canada. No red hats. Just a big red maple leaf. As it should be. Whew. Canada. It's effervescent. The energy just feels a little effervescent. Little bubbles. Hey, Sarah. Sarah's in the chat. There she is. Okay, so it ends in strength. So, yeah, they were, before all this Trump stuff happened, my understanding is that it was likely conservatives were going to do better. And then Trump opens his mouth. Yeah. So all the planning, but then the attacks and obnoxiousness, all of that, it sprayed like mud all over the conservatives in Canada, and they ended up a day late and a dollar short. And your country is stronger because of it. So what's going to go on with perhaps Quebec helping out? The Quebec Party? Oh, thank you, stars. Thank you. It'll come as no surprise that I love a good cat's eye. Surprise. All right, Quebec. All I'm getting here is it feels like a little bit of a warning of, yes, this is usually the PTSD feeling beaten up card on the far right, King of Pentacles. So there are your more conservative people, politicians specifically. Eight of Swords, which is being hemmed in. Nine of Swords, that's worry. Queen of Wands, these are usually on the far right. They're not on the more conservative, the more conservative politicians or whatever it is. I don't know if it could be more intervention from conservatives in the U.S. trying to bolster, their counterparts in Canada, or just far right voters who drank the Canadian equivalent of Kool-Aid. It's just what I'm getting is they're not going to just throw up their hands and be like, oh, okay, you won fair and square. So just keep an eye out. They would love to overturn everything, but they want to overturn something that is legitimately there. So this is pie in the sky. And this is all minor arcana. So that's what I'm getting. I'm getting just enjoy the moment and just be forewarned that we know that the far right, wherever they are, in whatever country, are not sitting still. Yeah, they don't have, again, I've got those two cards right there. Seven of Pentacles sitting pretty, Three of Wands waiting for their ship to come in, adding voters added insult to injury by kicking you out because of the Fool trying to stir things up. So it feels like you're good. It feels like you're good. But just be aware that they'll keep trying to stir things up. They'll keep the far right's the far right. So, okay, that's all I'm getting. Okay, I've got something I want to throw in here at 11:30. Because I'm my Cancer moon, I am concerned. I'm concerned about you. I've been hearing a lot about the drop in vessels going to ports in the U.S., whereas ports in other parts of the world are, just it's all tickety-boo. But here it's crickets. I'm concerned about that. I'm concerned about a lot of things, and I'm hearing a lot behind the scenes. People who are not allowed to talk about it, but who are quietly saying that even some of the big companies, the big retailers, have been stockpiling for a while. So I am concerned. And I heard one person say that there are some things that we need to do now, if at all possible. And they are things like, obviously, stocking up if you can on whatever you can, because none of us are just swimming in money. But also, someone said, even if you don't see how, really consider starting some kind of side gig, or trying to turn a hobby into some money-making something. And I just wanted to remind everybody that I'm not saying this is easy, but there is absolutely nothing stopping you from starting your own YouTube channel. Just saying. I'm not saying it's easy. And trust me, a lot of the channels you watch, they started out with very few viewers, and it's just with consistent posting. And then there are other ways you can monetize your channel, and you need 1,000 people subscribe before the channel can be monetized. But then little bit sewing or knitting, Brenda says. Yep. Brenda's cooking or baking. Yeah. And there are people suggesting good things to stock up on. Coffee, if you can. Coffee, rice. I still can't get over that person I was talking about yesterday who said, I can't eat rice. I don't have a rice cooker. Whew. Whew. Oh man. So anyway, almost, it says your kitty picture looks like my beloved old boy Teddy. Oh, he's almost 20. Oh, Teddy's a kitten. Oh, the sweetness. Louis, if you want to do OnlyFans, you know what? I think there are some people here that would probably, they've been calling you stud muffin in the chat for a while. I think there's some people who would pay if you want to start an OnlyFans. I think you'd have a built-in audience. Hey. Boom chicka wow wow. There we go. But anyway, I just wanted to let people know that there are, you not only can you, is it, I mean, I did not start out like this. You know, the longtime viewers know when I started out in 2018, summer of 2018, you could just see my hands, and I just posted a few videos a week. And I would just used whatever camera I had. It was nothing special. And even when I started going live, if you scroll back down through Instagram, you can see that the older the pictures, the more grainy they get, because I was using the camera that was just on my laptop. So I'm not saying even necessarily, you know, that you necessarily have to do YouTube, but do think about how you could possibly monetize something you're already doing or something you're interested in. And also be careful with, you can do it, but having run this channel as long as I have, I will give you one piece of advice. You are trying to offer something of value to people. You're trying to give them something that they can use, that will take their mind off their troubles, or both. Something that's entertaining, hopefully, or not. Whatever it is, informational, maybe, instead of entertainment. But it's really important to be respectful of people who are working hard on their own. So I think there's going to be an increase in the number of channels. I think there's going to be an increase in the number of people who have side hustles. And we need to be supportive of each other, but we also need to be respectful of each other. So I remember when these channels, like my channel, these kinds of new age channels, or there was a burst of a lot of new ones. And I honestly think some of the people fell to the wayside because it's like they were trying to poach from other channels. They weren't contributing to other channels. They were just getting in there and saying in the chat or the comments or whatever, and be like, come to me where I am, or do what I, help me over here. And it's actually rude to do that. So if you can prove you have value when you're invited on, that's great. But be respectful. People work really hard for their audience, and if you decide to go down this road, you'll understand as well. So, okay, thus endeth the lesson. Actually, I was going to pull just a few cards on what will side hustle culture be like. Because if you have any kind of side hustle, even if it's not enough to pay all of your bills, if something happens to your main source of income, if something happens, just in the States, we say every little bit helps. And in the UK, they say every little helps. So I guess that was a little strange, but sure. Okay. You had the language first. Go ahead. All right, this is specific to the US and an isolated US. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I've got a huge map. I've got like 5 major arcana sitting right here. Great. All right, 3 of Wands, waiting for your ship to come in. 2 of Pentacles is shaky financial situation. 8 of Wands, this is, well, Wands, if I'm reading specifically on politics, are usually the far right, but this can also just be a lot. Throwing things at the wall to see what sticks. Try this, try a little that, try a little. Sandra. I'm not doing so well here. Where was I? There's Sarah. Sarah says OnlyFans does not have to be bow chicka wow wow. Plenty of cosplayers and crafters use it and make money. There you go. All right. I think it's so funny that we all say that. I love that people say it differently. Say bow chicka wow wow. I always say boom chicka wow wow. And the thing is it's not real. It's not a real expression anyway. I think that's great. Anyway. This is a lot of different people trying a lot of things. I'm not saying we're going into a Great Depression, but I will say that during the Great Depression, my great grandmother, she kept the family afloat. She took in boarders, which is not always a great option, but she took in boarders. And one of her main sources of income, can you believe this, is she would crochet the boning covers for corsets. Because even though it was the 1930s, there were still plenty of women wearing corsets, older women specifically. And so it would help to have some kind of little bit of protection from and padding over the metal stays that held. And she would crochet those. You wouldn't think there'd be much of a market for that, but she kept food on the table with covers for stays on corsets. Believe it or not. Thank you for being here, Sarah. Thank you. Kathy's asking, cosplay is like Halloween? It's think of like Comic-Con. Dressing up as characters, dressing up as an elf or that kind of thing. Oh, Carolyn, thank you so much. I know we will make it through all of this mess. Absolutely. Yes, we will. We will. So, anyway. Throwing everything, see what sticks. This 6 of Wands, I felt like I should use this deck today, and I'm glad I did, because this is people are looking in through the window, and what have you got? I'm not saying you have to have a YouTube channel. I'm just saying, do you have a skill? Do you have, and it's not like everybody's swimming in free time either, because who else has a pile of laundry? Who else has a pile of laundry they need to do, like, should have already had it in the washing machine this morning. But we can do it. This is, that's the home. That's the keeping things set nicely. Like, okay, I'm going to hang this here. It'll be okay. So, I think it's just going to be a normal thing. Obviously, not everybody can do one thing, and we wouldn't want that. Everybody, Warrior Wishes, have been side hustling as a pet sitter for a while now. There we go. Fantastic. So maybe there'll be even something that you are not, you're not thinking of. Maybe there's an article somewhere that will give you an idea. So I know that on my phone, when I open up the browser, I can choose because I use, let me just give you an example. When I'm on my phone and I pull up Google, it gives me a blank page, right? Somewhere I can start, like the search page. But then it has these articles, and I have curated. I've said, I like this, I don't like that, I want more of this, I want less of that. So that every time, if I have a reason to go on my phone and go on this browser, here I've got, it gives me all kind of articles like 18 best sites for earning passive income. How to build custom AI agents to automate anything and everything. Also, astronomers find a potential candidate for Planet 9 in 40-year-old data. What was Hemingway's 3-step writing exercise? There's some memes. I mean, there's all kind of fun stuff. So it doesn't on my laptop. I wish it did. But for some reason on Google iOS, when you open the app, you have these options for Discover or who you're following. And it's always, stuff I'm interested in because I've been doing it for a long time. And so it's learned what I'm interested in. So yeah, there's all kind of fun stuff there. Okay. But yeah, Fortune magazine, fortune.com, entrepreneur, their website has ideas. It's good to, I love the articles on people who have succeeded in a small business, like how they're doing and how they did it. I love reading stuff like that. So, okay. All right. So, moving on. Goddess Val said, I read about a business where a person charged to sit and wait for repair people at others' homes. There we go. There we go. Retelling some voices. I paid $25 a day for a 30-minute cat sitter visit. There we go. Awesome. Annie Cat says, I learned how to make crystal sun catchers by watching tutorials on YouTube. You can learn just about anything from YouTube. There we go. I love this. I absolutely love this. Brent says also putting up your recipes on YouTube. Yeah. So Rose Blue says mowing yards of empty houses for sale or rent. Yeah. And Amy says, I confess I'm the world's worst entrepreneur. I never had the stomach to charge people for things. Well, I'm going to guess that anything you would try to do, you wouldn't be necessarily reinventing the wheel. So charge what other people charge. And if anybody struggles with ideas of, well, I don't want to be greedy, I don't want to be, here's the thing, tithe. And this is important. Let me go down to 28. And I will just say this. There are some people, and I know there are people who you feel guilty. It's like, look, I'm just trying to keep a roof over my head. I'm not trying to, make $1 bazillion. I'm not trying to, okay, you don't need to apologize for wanting to make some money. And here's the thing. Traditionally, a tithe was giving 10% of whatever you made to the church. Okay. You don't have to be a part of a church. You can be an atheist and tithe. You just give that money to Feeding America or animal shelters or whatever charity you want to. Because here's the thing. If you tithe, then you are almost obligated to try to be as successful as you can. One, good businesses, good things that you offer will help people. So you're doing good in the world by being positive and productive. And the more money you make, the more money people pay you, the more money is going to help the those who are truly facing misfortune. So just think about it that way. Okay? Just something to think about. Premise says, I'm an atheist, I swear to God. You are a national treasure is what you are, Raymond. So, okay. Carolyn says, this morning I ordered breakfast, came with grits. I didn't want them. I asked the DoorDash if she wanted it. She said, yes, her daughter loves them. That was very sweet. That was very sweet. So anyway, okay. Thank you, Jana. All right, so just anyway. So if you're concerned about asking for money, ask the same thing that other people ask for, and then do your best. That's the key to starting a business. I'm serious. Ask what other people, get what other people are getting. Ask for the same amount, same rough thing, and just do your very best. And tithe. There you go. And then, do what you can to be successful, more successful. You're helping people. Okay, moving on. 31. Hang on, let me make sure I've made it there. Shall we look at the 7 articles of impeachment that were filed? Shall we? At 3150. 7 articles of impeachment have been filed this morning against President Dumpster Fire Trump by Representative Shri Thanedar, who is a Democrat from Michigan. Unlike impeachment talks before, these have some bite to them, and the momentum is picking up a little steam. Allegedly, on both sides of the aisle, I'm not going to get my hopes up, but will Mikey be forced to allow this for a vote? So, shall we? Let us go through. Number 1. Oh, let me get my tea. Number 1. Articles of impeachment filed this morning. Number 1, obstruction of justice and abuse of executive power, including denial of due process, unlawful deportations, defiance of court orders, and misuse of the Department of Justice. And we're only on number 1. Number 2, usurping of appropriations power for dismantling congressionally established agencies and impounding federal funds. Number 3, abuse of trade powers and international aggression, including imposing economically damaging tariffs and threatening military invasion against sovereign nations. We're not even halfway through. Okay, now we're halfway through. Number 4, violation of First Amendment rights through retaliatory actions against critics, media, and attorneys exercising constitutionally protected speech. Number 5, creation of an unlawful office by establishing the Department of Government Efficiency and unlawfully empowering Elon Musk to unilaterally violate the Constitution. Number 6, bribery and corruption involving dismissing criminal cases, soliciting foreign emoluments, and extortionate settlements for personal and political gain. And number 7, tyrannical overreach, seeking to consolidate unchecked power, erode civil liberties, and defy constitutional limits on presidential authority. I don't know about you, but I love it. I absolutely love it. Yes, guilty On the mall, says Night Moon Glow. Sanderly says guilty as charged. Yes. Mm-hmm. Chris Cool, yes. Many Congress House people, big mad. Mm-hmm. Those are glorious. It says we the jury find the defendant guilty. Mm-hmm. I agree, Melissa. I love those impeachment articles. So, you know, would Mikey actually let this come to a vote? I doubt it. But saw an interview with him recently. He is so smug. Oh, he is such a liar. He's such a liar, and he's smug about it. Oh, yeah, I'm just getting a big old death card for the reading. I don't know that this is the time, but for the reading itself, this chaos is hurting. It's hurting Trump. It's hurting Republicans. Nine of Swords, you're making grandma mad. I mean, this is not good. No, not even a little. Seven of Wands, the far right, they're on the defensive. Four of Cups, refusing to listen to decency. Three of Cups, this is their plan. This is just the articles. They're there. They're there. They're out there. Some variation of this could be reintroduced later. This could be a regular thing. For right now, I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't think with Speaker Mikey the Heretic. No, I'm so Christian. I am more spiritual Christian than thou. Yeah, deport that person. Yeah. Don't feed the poor. Don't feed the hungry. Don't clothe the naked. Don't welcome the stranger. But I'm so religious. I'm so deeply, deeply Christian. Flippin' leave. Please. Flippin' leaves. That's it. What deck is this? Yeah, this is Housewives. I love Housewives. So, Melissa says, Mikey, the slime thing. Yeah. Okay, so it's not, I don't think this is going away, because I think things are going to get a little bit worse before they get better. So, all right, so 38-15. Sabine Winter and Tammy Bailey were both asking, Amazon said it would put the amount of the tariffs next to the thing you want to buy. And that lasted 3 minutes. KKKaroline called this a hostile and political act that Amazon tripped all over itself to backtrack and say this was actually never under consideration. Then increased tariff costs will just be built into the base price. The question here is, will they end up regretting caving to the President dumpster fire? They regret caving to Trump. Bezos lives in a bubble that is so hermetically sealed that it makes Trump's bubble look like a sieve. But the company itself, I do wish he would sell the Washington Post to somebody who would, I don't know, believe in journalism. Whoops. Card down. Hold, please. Okay. Phyllis says there's another Amazon blackout coming in May. I don't know. I'm of two minds about those kinds of things because there are so many small businesses that don't have an option other than Amazon. They were allowed for so long to corner markets and destroy other outlets of ways that small businesses could make money. So I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, but if you do, I understand. So, as a kimchi turn says, 70% of the publishing world sells on Amazon. Yeah. But, Queen of Wands. Oh, look, it's KKKaroline. And anybody who's new around here and thinks that I'm just making that up or just being mean, her classmates in high school called her that, which tells you something about her. This isn't new. Anyway. Amazon's going to have, they're going to have enough problems. This is the illusion delusion stirring up done by the emperor, messing up how much do things cost? Which one would you want to get? This is being stirred up by the emperor and his aggressive, obnoxious trade policies. Page of Pentacles. This is our economy, very weak, trying to make do. This isn't like the Magician card, which is Major Arcana, which is how you use your resources. This is more, okay, this is what I already have in my house. How can I take good care of it? So as the economy shrinks, I think the economy and Amazon are going to have their own problems. So as far as, I think people can just see the prices and I don't know that this is going to make much difference. Whether they said, we're not going to do that. I think everybody's going to know why the prices are higher. So MAGA will make excuses for it, but I think everybody knows. So, I understand. I understand if there are people here, I understand some people will never use Amazon. I totally respect that. I said I did say I'm of two minds on this. So Valerie says, which reminds me, I need to order a podcasting microphone before everything skyrockets. Oh, okay. Gloria says Amazon is listing the tariffs next to the product. Really? I was in there this morning. I didn't see anything like that. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so we are going to, we've got a dumpy question here. I just want to, where is it? 1 second. When I decided to get an actual microphone, I was fortunate enough to be friends with Miss Sarah. Because her husband is a sound engineer. So, hang on. We'll check one other thing. And he was kind enough to suggest a microphone. I don't have the camera I use handy, but this is the best regular USB microphone, apparently, that you can get if you are going to start recording audio. And I will put this in the chat. I'll put it in the comments. The company is called Blue. There's the link. And this it is called, I kid you not, it's the Yeti. I'm not kidding. That's what this is called. It's by Blue. So apparently this is the best USB microphone, and it's about $100. So, and it's really, really good quality. You can get, anyway, I just wanted to, Libby says, I pay $90 for just internet. Oh, I totally 100%. Yes. I mean, that's easily. Hi. He's a good boy. I'm paying that for part of our internet. So, okay. Sherry W says, Autumn, RE, the art of impeachment. MAGA Mike may have to bring to a vote because of the wording of number 6, specifically bribery. It is one of 2 specific crimes mentioned in the Constitution, Article 2, Section 4. I hope so. Please prove me wrong. It feels like him twisting himself into pretzels to make sure that this thing doesn't get to the floor. So, Libby says, I have limited choices for internet. I'm in suburban Chicago, and it's still not great. Dave, yeah, it was a walk by. Kitty. Vroom. So, oh, you're welcome for the link. Okay, and there it is. Found it. And it's only it's a little bit more expensive than the microphone, but this is one of the best cameras. This is a USB camera. So this is the Logitech Brio. There we go. That's what I use every day. Things are a lot better. There you go. If you wanted to be super fancy, I believe it's right now it's like 130 for that one. So 230 plus this is 95. Anyway, 125 plus tax, something like that. But they've both lasted for years. So okay, that's it. That's all I had to say about that. The one question I want to make sure I get to today, once I figure out where the open, oh, this is funny. I can't find the tab. There we go. All right. That was funny. Okay. At 49:30. 49:30. Okay. Congress voted almost unanimously, 409-2, on Monday to make it a federal crime to post revenge, intimate photos, videos, whether it's real or AI generated. It's illegal. Okay. Sending the bill to President Dumpster Fire's desk for approval. No, Warrior Witch, it's more a matter of 80 tabs open. I wish I was exaggerating. So here's the thing. The Terracotta Toad responded with, quote, "I look forward to signing that bill into law. Thank you. And I'm going to use that bill for myself, too, if you don't mind." Wait. Where are we going with this? Okay. There's not enough eye bleach. There's really not. Where are you going with this? I'm looking forward to signing that bill into law, thank you. And I'm going to use that bill for myself, too, if you don't mind. Because nobody gets treated worse than I do online. Nobody. Nobody's posting you doing... No. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody. Dude, your wife doesn't want you to kiss her in public. Seriously. Ew. Ugh. Ugh. So is Dumpy going to try to use this to get photos he finds unflattering removed? Brain bleach. Just shine a light in there. Yeah, oh, is he going to try this? It's not going to get anywhere. No. This feels like, will he try to pull some kind of garbage? Yes. Will it succeed? No. First Amendment, especially for politicians. Hi. How are you doing? Are you doing, sweetheart? Politicians in particular are saying what you think about politicians. Saying what you think about politicians, is very much key to the First Amendment. Yes. Specifically saying Donald Trump is an absolute vile human being who has no business being in charge of anything. Thank you. He has 34 felony convictions. He's an adjudicated R word. He's had 6 bankruptcies. He's vile. He was best buddies with Jeffrey Epstein for 25 years. So go pound sand, Donnie. You are disgusting. Anyway. And they're going to go for, he's going to go for Colbert and a whole lot of people before he would go for me. Guaranteed. But hi. I despise you for very good reasons and a long list of reasons. So, yeah, here we go. He's a brat. He can insult people, swear at them, be gross and disgusting, but oh, Trumple Thinskin, oh, don't you dare say anything about him. 4 of Swords. Yeah, he wants absolute silence of no. And people do make money making fun of him because of his very obvious adjudicated corruption. By the way, did I mention the insurrection or the attempted insurrection? Queen of Cups. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Yeah. Anyway. Well, that is going to do it for me for today. But I am very, very grateful for you coming by and for you joining in the community here so we can go through the news together and we can just get through these days with a smile, with some camaraderie, and yeah, we'll get through it. Anne is asking, Susan's asking, do you use a specific kind of ring light? Oh, you're very sweet. No, I'm facing big windows. That's why I do this here, and I don't move around much. So, yeah, there's still some issues with reflections in your glasses if you use ring lights. But if you've got diffused lighting, you have to use a lot more of it, but that's the only way to avoid the, yeah. So I have, for anybody who does not know, and I know you longtime viewers are like, we know, that is actually to hold a camera. But anyway, I'm in front of these great big windows. So, and yeah, this is me. There's my tea. There are my binders, my budget binders and notebooks from my business. And yeah, and then there's a view out the window. But yeah, there's a great big, these are great big windows. So, and yes, I put these hooks up there of the command strips, so they will stay, but I can take them down in future. And it's useful for holding up the shade or whatever else I want to put up there. All right, thank you. What kind of laptop is this? This is an HP Envy, and I call it Thor. Yeah, because it has the sound. Here, let me show you. I need to dust my keyboard, so forgive me. But it has this. The sound is by this company, and it has this pattern right here along the top, which is vaguely, I don't know, I looked at it and thought it was vaguely Scandinavian and silver and all of that. And I usually name my electronic devices after mythical, the mythical gods. So this one is Thor. Anyway, all right. Everyone's asking questions about your space. Oh, good. Oh, good. Thank you. Sabine says I'd call it Olaf. Oh, I understand. No, my last, was it my last laptop? The one before it was Persephone, and yeah, they've always got those kind of names. Anyway, Nettie's asking, what do your neighbors think about you being a reader? They have no idea. I mean, I'm in suburban Chicago. There are houses all over. Yeah, so there are lots and lots of people with lots and lots of businesses and people east-facing windows. Yes, these are basically. And yeah, if random people ask me what I do for a living, I'm an online publisher, which I am. So okay. I love answering these questions. This is great. Thank you. Oh, Linda, thank you very much. I'm here to. I moved in. I could be in an apartment somewhere, but I wanted to help my parents, so I'd rather be helping them and spend time with them while I can. So, all right, have a wonderful, wonderful. Thank you. Can you do? Oh, can we do? Oh, you want a card? Sure. Okay. 5850. Sorry. 50. 59. Let's do 59. There we go. Card for us. Okay. Lefty Linda says, I love hearing the answers to the questions. Need getting to know you and your setup more. Oh, fantastic. Thank you. Deb was asking, do you publish other books? Oh, funny you should say that. We'll talk about it some other time. But let's see. I bought a book this morning. Shocking, I know. That was specifically taught talking about and reproductions of the World War II flyers on like cooking during rationing or how to make do and things like that. So, okay, we just need to be careful, and like we've been talking about, the economy is I mean, things have not crashed, but just be very calm, careful, composed. Any other C words? Charming, charismatic. Yeah, there's some disappointment that we're in this mess, but it's not going to last forever. King of Swords, Hermit, Two of Wands. Yeah, and some of I'm getting self-care. This too shall pass. Some of this stuff, if you're going to run across, is going to be infuriating, but we're going to stay steady. We're going to stay steady. Okay. Oh, God King Tony Clifton says, I love this space. That makes me happy. Thank you, Anne. All right. All right. So it is 1:16 p.m. here in Chicago at 3 o'clock. So in an hour and 45 minutes. Yes. I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel, being productive, not talking about the news. You're always welcome to join, even if you're not doing traditionally creative stuff. If you're cleaning, if you're working on your own small business, I do a lot of my business work there. But whatever it is, from 3 to 6, you don't have to stay the whole time, but from 3 to 6 every day, we're over there being productive and helping each other, encouraging each other. And so you're always welcome over on Creative Sprints. All right. Other than that, I'll be right back here tomorrow. I'm here every single day of the year, and I have been for years. So, yeah, we're going to get through this together. Hang in there. You're not alone. We are in this together, and there are good days ahead. There are. So hang in there. All right. Then I'll see you later.